cooking up something good here at home. We are cooking up something good here at home.
Well, hello and welcome to At Home today. We're so glad that you dropped by. Nice for family to get together and friends. Always glad to have you visiting. We want to welcome a brand new station in Punta Gorda, Florida, who's just joined the At Home network, and it's WRXY TV 49. We're so glad that you're watching us now, and thanks to Ken Griffith. He got us on the station. We appreciate it so much. You folks, I hope you're going to enjoy the show. It's a very special welcome from our heart to yours today. We're glad you're with us. Well, you know, I recently have been talking to a girl who went through some really deep, rough waters in her life. And when I would talk to her, and when I would email her, God just kept giving me one phrase over and over and over. And he would say, tell her that I love her. You know what? Those simple little words carry such power. Just tell her that I love her. Who could ever reject God's love? I don't know how you could. How could anybody reject love from anyone? That bond of love, that feeling of love towards someone who has wronged you, towards someone who maybe is not as nice as they should be, just to love them anyway is what God's love is all about. And his love is far-reaching. It will reach out there and pull people toward you that will never, ever come toward you any other way. You say, well, how do I do that, Arlene? Well, when you're fighting for a parking place, let the other guy have it. You know, you say, well, how's that God's love? Well, you'll be surprised because, you know, Paul is notorious for, that's my parking place. So when he gets into the parking place and then he's made somebody angry, inevitably we bang into them at the store. In the store, oh, and then he's like embarrassed. So now when he gives up the parking place and we see that person who really, we had the right to it, but Paul's given it up, we'll see them in the store, and that person is like thankful to us and sometimes opens the door. Simple little case in point, but it works. So today I want you to think, who can I reach out to with God's love? And who can I let them know that I love them, not with my own natural love, but with the love that God puts in my heart for them? Think about it. Is it the delivery guy? Is it the guy who, the mailman who maybe is vicious with your dog? Think about that. Okay? Think about God's love. Well, today we're doing salads, all kinds of salads, and we're using avocados and mangoes. It's going to be good. Stay with us. Here's today's at-home hint. We'll be right back. Here's today's at-home hint. The darker the leaves of spinach, the better and the more nutritious. Be sure they are crisp and do not have yellow spots.
If you have an at-home hint, a favorite recipe, or just a friendly greeting you'd like to share, we'd like to hear from you. Post it in the comments of this video or visit our Facebook page.
The first salad we're doing today is called a Mediterranean salad. It's got a pasta, some sun-dried tomatoes, olives, smoked mozzarella, different than a regular mozzarella, ricotta cheese, artichokes. This is a great salad. What we've done is taken a 1-pound package of the little bow tie pasta, okay? We cooked it according to directions, and then we ran it under cold water, and then we patted it dry because it needs to be dry. It needs to be cold because this is a cold salad, all right? Now we're just going to take a little bit of olive oil and put that over because we want all of those bow ties to be separate. We don't want them to stick together. And that oil will just give them a nice light coating. And you want to use a good olive oil. Don't use cheap. Don't use something that you think, oh, this is going to leave a terrible taste, because it will. I'd rather buy a little bit of good stuff than a lot of cheap, not tasteful stuff, all right? Okay, we have that covered. Now, what we've done, we took 2 jars of marinated artichokes. You know those little square jars? And you want to get the ones that have the seasoning in it. Don't buy the cans of just water-packed artichokes because you'll miss out on a lot of the flavor. We put them in this pan and we've just boiled them for about 3 minutes. Now we're going to drain because we don't want all of that oil in this because we already have some other oil there. And we just let those drain for a little bit in our colander. It doesn't matter if you don't get it all off. It's okay because that little bit of flavor is going to help. Add that to our salad, like so. And we've also We're using sun-dried tomatoes that come in a jar like this. We got these, of course, at McGinnis Sisters. And we're going to use a couple of ounces. These are packed in pure olive oil with herbs. And that's what we have here. They're dried, but once you add boiling water, and we just let this sit for about 5 minutes, that rehydrates them so they get plumped up again. So we're going to drain those same way, just like we did with the artichokes. And these we have to chop up. So that's just a couple of ounces. Just going to put them on our platter here, on our chopping board, and just give them a quick chop, like so. Just want the little bits of that to go through the salad. This has an unusual, wonderful taste. You know, these sun-dried tomatoes have really come into their own the last few years. For a while, people had them, didn't know really what to do with them, but I love it when people get new ingredients because then it sparks their creativity. And pretty soon, you find a lot of recipes with sun-dried tomatoes. Okay. Now we're just going to put that into our salad. And this you would want to make, because this needs to chill, so you'd want to make this ahead of time. By that I mean, if you're going to serve it today, I would even make it the night before or early in the morning, because it's better when it's cold and thoroughly cold. All right, now we have some other things to put in. We're going to do red onion. If that's too much, don't put it all in. It's a medium red onion. Let me talk about this. This is mozzarella, but smoked mozzarella, which totally gives it a different flavor. And you see how it's brown? That's the smoked part. This is about a half a pound in cubes. Okay, can you see the color? It's gorgeous. Whoa, I'm already ready for this. This is fresh parsley, Italian parsley, chopped fine. Put that in. Black olives sliced to your liking. If you don't like them, don't put that in. And ricotta cheese. Oh, I better get a clean one for that one, okay? A couple ounces or as much as you want. Me, I like that flavor, so we're going to put about that much. I'm sorry, we're supposed to put 12 ounces. 12 ounces, yeah. This is a 15-ounce container, so you would leave about 3 ounces left in the container. So we're going even more. We don't want to cheat anybody, right, Mike? Absolutely. Okay. Now we're going to mix this well. Then I'm going to make a dressing that goes on top. Oh, where do you see this one? So good, so delicious. And again, like I said, this really needs to chill. You can see this makes a lot. This will feed about 10 or 12 people by the time we get it all put together. And I like the bow ties because that's kind of something different. Could use shells, any other kind of pasta, but I think the bow ties work really nice with this. Now we have a half a cup of olive oil plus 1 tablespoon, and we're going to put a tablespoon of sugar. We're going to put salt and pepper, okay, and we're going to use balsamic vinegar, about 3 tablespoons, more or less to taste it, really. So that's 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And I'm just going to whisk this up. We're going to pour it over the salad. That's our dressing, really. Oh, I can't wait to taste this one. You're going to love it. So think about this. Would be great for, you know, picnics or just a nice dinner you're taking somewhere or whatever. Whenever the need arises that you need a different kind of a heartier salad than just a lettuce salad. This would be the one. So we'll mix this up, put it in the fridge. When we come back, we have some more salads for you. Well, stay with us.
Do you love watching At Home with Arlene Williams? Then be sure to check out our new YouTube channel. It's filled with classic episodes from over 20 years of At Home, and more videos are added each day. And don't forget to click the subscribe button so you'll never miss another episode of At Home.
Our second salad is called shrimp and fruit salad, and we have about 3 cups of mixed greens, and that could be any kind that you really, really like. To that, we're going to add some seedless red grapes. They've been cut in half, about 1 1/3 cups. Okay, and we have a mango. If you haven't used that, buy one. It has to be good and ripe, a little bit soft to the touch, and we're gonna put that in there. Now, the next thing you need is bottled orange flavored dressing. And that would be this. If you can make one, fine, but this is just easier. And we're just going to put some of this over top just to make sure that the greens get seasoned, like that. Gonna mix this up, okay? And then what you would do with this next would be you'd plate that on your 4 dinner plates or salad plates, okay? Then I'll show you with one. Then you're going to, okay, put that on there. Put your greens on, some mango. Make sure each person gets a little flavor of that mango, because that's nice. Next, you're gonna put your shrimp around the top, about 1 pound of shrimp, nicely cleaned, just like so. You know, just give a little dimension. Put all the shrimp on one side, because what we're gonna do on the other side is avocado. Now, if you haven't done the avocado, you're gonna wanna try it, because I didn't touch them for years because I was a little bit leery of them. Best way is you cut them just like this in half. Then you'll take it and twist it, just like that. Then you gotta get this big seed out. Don't try to wrestle with it, doesn't work. Take the knife, hit it, twist it, and it pops right out. Can't be any easier than that. The easiest way to get this out then is take a spoon, and again, these avocados are the same as the mango. They have to be soft to the touch. If they're hard and firm, you'll have to wait till they ripen a couple days. So you just go around the edge of it, just like I'm doing, with a spoon. And that just loosens it from the skin. And it will come right out, like so. Isn't that amazing? I love these things that God created. You know, he just certainly knew what he was doing. Now, this is a beautiful avocado, perfect for what we want, because it doesn't have any dark spots. And all we're gonna do is just slice that in wedges, like so. And we're gonna take the wedges and we're gonna lay them on our salad. Isn't that pretty? I think it's beautiful. Maybe a couple more shrimp. And then right before you would serve this, you would drizzle again with just a bit of the orange. Like that. Isn't that beautiful? I think that's a gorgeous, gorgeous salad. Very tasty, very delicious. Okay, and the last one I'm going to show you today, which is a real twist and real different, but I think you're going to like it. We have some meat, about 1/2 pound of ground meat that were browned just for a couple, 3-4 minutes in our skillet. Now you want a big, deep skillet because you're going to be adding other things to it. We also have a big platter of greens right here that you want to get ready. And so this meat has browned for 3 minutes. Look, there's no fat in that. It's very lean, very good. And this is going to cook. Then after it has cooked for about 3 minutes, I'm going to introduce you to a new product. Maybe you already know about it. This is called Mrs. T's Rogies. They're not big pierogies, they're little baby rogies, all right? And you can get them, these happen to be filled with potato, jalapeno, and cheddar. Hello. This salad is called taco salad with pierogies. Does that mix up your mind? Why are we in Mexico and Poland at the same time? Hey, we're United Nations here, right? No, hardly. Okay, so we're gonna add this box of frozen pierogies to our meat that's already cooking. And these, of course, are frozen. Don't thaw them first. They're frozen, and they're gonna cook. We're gonna stir until they partially thaw. And they'll thaw pretty quickly, like so. Just, you have to use a big pan so that you can be sure that they all get heat to them. Okay. Aren't they cute? Look how little they are. You know, pierogi is usually pretty big. These are just like 2 bite size. That's pretty nice. All right, and remember, that has jalapeno, potato and cheddar in it. And that mixed with the ground beef sounds really good. All right, while that's cooking then, after that cooks, we'll assume that's cooked for a little while, like 5 minutes, because they're gonna get partially thawed. For time's sake, I'm gonna proceed. You take 1 package of taco seasoning mix. This has all the goodies in it that gives everything the flavor. We're just gonna take that and sprinkle that over top, like so. And then I'm gonna add about 3/4 of a cup of water because they need to finish cooking, okay? That water will help them to cook through. Although I'm still gonna like move these around just a little bit. I'm afraid I'm gonna need a little bit of oil here because it's very dry. Because the ground meat was so lean, which is great. Okay, now, oh, I wish you could be here to smell this. It's incredible, wonderful. Now we're gonna add the water and it's really gonna start cooking now, okay? This needs to cook for about 5 minutes until they're cooked clear through and they're thawed. That seasoning has had a chance to get into every one of those little pierogies. Then what we'll do, after that's done, on your greens, you're going to take that pierogi and meat mixture, pour it on top of the greens, okay? Then you're gonna put cheese. This is Monterey Jack cheese. It's been grated. There's a cup of salsa we're gonna spoon on top of the cheese. And then on top of the salsa, diced avocado. Oh me, oh my, delicious all the way. We're gonna be right back and we'll show you the finished product as soon as that gets done. But here's how you can get today's recipes. We'll be right back.
Just go to ctvn.org/athome to get all the recipes from today's show for free. That's right, no subscriptions. They're available online at no cost, and more are being added each day. So join us at ctvn.org/athome to get today's recipes now.
Here we are. I'm just gonna put this together because it's really important for you to see this. This is what it should look like when it's done. Isn't that wonderful? The smell, the aroma. Oh man. Okay, now what we do, we have our plate of greens. We're just gonna spoon this on top of the greens, the meat, the pierogies. That's a taco salad with a little twang to it, or punch. There you go, Mike, you're right. But I can see this, I can taste this with my eyes before it ever gets to my lips because the flavors and the smell, it's appropriate. I think it makes a good match. All right. Now, on top of that, we lost some of our lettuce. We'll put that back on. On top of that, now we're going to do our salsa. And this is, you know, if you make homemade salsa, use it by all means. It's easy to make, simple to do. The key to that is having good fresh cilantro. You have to do that. Okay, we're spooning that over the top. Just kind of random and let it run down. That's okay. Just make sure it goes all over the place, like that. Now we're going to do our cheese. And this is Monterey Jack. If you like really hot, just go for the hot pepper cheese or whatever you like. Whatever is your pleasure. Like that. Yum, yum. And then, last but not least, this is kind of avocado day here. We're just going to sprinkle our avocado, chopped avocado, all over the top of it. That truly makes it Mexican. We're just have a discussion about avocado. Something that you learn to acquire a taste for. At first you might not like it, but as you start to eat it, you'll find out it's really quite tasty. Put it on some salads. And remember, when you purchase them, they should give a little bit to the touch. There should be a little give and not hard like a rock. It's hard like a rock. It's not ready. Look at this. Is this beautiful? I tell you, I think it's one of the nicest salads you're ever going to find. And it's so easy to do. You saw it didn't take long to put it together. You can also add a little bit of sour cream on there if you wanted to. Just use your imagination. You know, make it what you think your family would like. Let's take a recap here. This is our shrimp and fruit plate. Isn't that pretty? We just added, of course, you know, the sliced avocado. Just a little bunch of grapes. There's our shrimp And we serve it with just a wedge of lime juice, because at the table then, each person, whoops, will take their lime and just squeeze it over the platter like that. And you have a wonderful salad. Very refreshing. Nice piece of bread or a roll or something like that. That's great for luncheon, because you have your protein with your shrimp and your vegetables and fruit all in one. And then our Mediterranean salad, oh boy, look at that. Put it on a nice big festive platter like this one. And that's a great accompaniment to any time. I don't care if it's summertime, wintertime, or any time that you're hungry for a really hearty salad. This is great. You could put maybe a pork chop with that or something, and that's your whole meal. It's got everything in it. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed today's program. We always enjoy coming into your home, and I certainly hope that you're going to send for the recipes. Remember, you can go to our website and you can subscribe with a credit card. Now, some of you have been subscribing through the mail and forgetting to tell us your address, your email address. We can't get in touch with you if you don't give us the full information. So please, go there, www.ctvn.org, and hit the button for At Home, and it will walk you through the steps to subscribe. Or you can get the recipes like you always do through snail mail, as they call it. However you do it, we hope that you will send for them, because you don't get just today's salad recipes, you get the whole month's worth. And there's a lot of good shows here, a lot of good recipes, a lot of good food ideas for your family and your friends. Again, may I recap from the beginning? Let somebody know that you love them today, and love them with the love of God. And if there's somebody who used to know God and walk with Him and they don't any longer, just tell them, God loves you. He really does. We love you, so be sure to join us the next time here at home. It wouldn't be the same without you. We'll see you then.
Food provided by McGinnis Sisters Special Food Stores in Brentwood and Monroeville. Taste the world.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you'll never miss another episode of At Home. Thank you for watching.
Cornerstone Television wishes to thank all our faithful viewers whose consistent prayers and financial support have made this program possible.